Hello, I welcome you to this platform. I want you to know that this year is your year. You can be so successful this year. To be successful, you need to be productive. You need to become business minded. And there are many things you can do that can bring you success this year. Look around you. A lot of people are working, they are making money, they are doing things. So you need to put away shame. Ask yourself, what can you do now? Because I know anything you do can bring money. To be productive is to be doing something. It's not just to sit down and hoping and just hoping that somebody will come and help you. With the little you have, you can make something big out of it. I told you before, everything big started small. You can start small today, and before you know, you're already big. Start something today. Start doing something today. You can set up a little business in front of your house, a little store, a little kiosk there. You see, stop waiting for government to come and feed you. You have to learn to feed yourself and help government to feed those that are close to you. You see, this is where we find ourselves today. You have to put away shame. You have to tell yourself that you can do it. And by the grace of God, by the favor of God, you will arrive this year. You see, I have sat down to discover something. I've learned, I've made some studies, and I discovered that. Do you know that somebody that is earning 30,000 naira in a month, maybe he's working somewhere, if he's to save that money and gather it until the money is now 1 million naira, he must have taken that person 3 years, 36 months to gather 1 million naira. If he's working a salary work, maybe if he or she is a salary earner. But meanwhile, somebody that is supplying, a lady supplying donuts or hair glue to different stores, provision stores, maybe at least 10 stores in a day, can earn an average of 5,000 naira a day. When you multiply 5,000 naira by 30, that is 150,000 a month. See, you that is thinking of going to look for a place to work, why not set up something on your own and be doing something? I tell you, a level 12 worker in a state government civil service earn at least 60,000 naira per month. If you divide it by 30 days, that is 2,000 naira, which means his net worth daily is 2,000 naira. Meanwhile, somebody that is hawking on the street can earn as much as between 5,000 to 8,000 naira every month. I mean that every day. When you multiply it by 30 days, that is between 150,000 to 210,000 a month. Yeah, these statistics are true. Go and verify. But what am I trying to say? That you might think or commonize people that are working daily. You might think that the work they are doing is dirty, is not professional, and you are waiting for a white collar job. And when you get a white collar job, you see everybody's eyes will be on you. If something comes up in a family and maybe financial issues comes up, and then they'll be looking up to you that have the white collar job to come and bail them out. Meanwhile, those people you think that don't have money, they are working daily, making money, putting in their account. See, a bank worker or a man or a woman that works in a bank earn an average of 120,000. If you multiply it, if you divide it by 30 days, that is around 4,000 naira. Which means if you are working in a bank, your daily worth is 4,000 naira. Meanwhile, A man that drives a bus or a taxi on town service, a commercial bus driver, earn as much as 10,000 naira a day. On peak days, they earn much more than that. If you are to multiply 10,000 naira times 30, you know how much is that? Don't just sit down being idle. A woman that is selling pepper soup in a pepper soup joint make as much as 8,000 naira a day. If you multiply it by 30 days, that's 210,000. And they are doing well. One woman told me that she grants pepper in the market and she makes between 5,000 and 8,000 naira every day. On peak days, she makes 10,000 naira. If you multiply it by 30 days, you know how much is that? No wonder she's training one of her sons in school. And they are all doing well, living fine. Why am I saying all this? This year, make up your mind to do something. No matter how small it is, you can go and buy something and resell it again. You don't know what the future holds for you. It's better than going to borrow to eat. Before you know, people will come and start borrowing from you. You can take a little loan and buy things and start selling. Come on, you can do it. This year is your year. And I know that you will live to thank me later. Till I come your way next time.